Hello friend, and welcome back to the slowest sim driving channel on YouTube. We're here at the Red Bull Ring in the wet for the next round of the Euro 75 Race Asylum League. We qualified 10th in the McGann, which isn't great. This is a combined lobby this week because we had a few people who weren't quite brave enough to take on the rain. As you can see, we've got Gr4 and Crazy Spaniel up ahead, Gr4 and Antsmash just behind us, and then off to the left there, Gr4. Can we beat Gr4? High TCS for that launch because I really wasn't confident. Everybody tiptoeing away from the line. This is a 75-mile race, so there's absolutely no point in, overdoing it at the start. And Smash is there trying to mug us. But we just take our time. We know that the first corner here is always a big deal, especially in the wet. We've got Gr4 2 places in front of us. But Antsmash are beating down the neck. We know that Antsmash is very, very fast in that McLaren. But ideally we're focused on Crazy Spaniel right now because that's the other McGann trophy. And you know how it is, I like to beat the other McGann trophy. Speaking of McGanns, here comes Gr4 on the inside, Gr4 on the outside. I was really too cautious on that corner. Did not want to get smashed up. That is 5 wide coming out of that corner. When have you ever seen 5 wide just there? That is ridiculous. None of us could get the power down, and we all just ended up side by side. Crazy somehow, Antsmasher came out of that in 8th. Really impressive work there in the McLaren. But as you can see, it just skids out. This is a very off-camber corner. Very tight, very difficult to get right in the wet. So I'd like to say that things are going to settle down now, but they are not. Because we know from past experience we can beat Gr4. Oh, Rockzilla. One of the fastest man in our league, and he is off in the sand. Okay, that just shows you how difficult it is there. So we've got Crazy Spaniel in front of us again in the other trophy, which we want to beat. Of course, would like to beat Gr4. I was saying, we know we can beat Gr4, even though he's very, very fast. He's somebody who's is very much at our level. Not when we first turned up, of course, to do these leagues. He was much better than us then. I think I've improved. I think we've all improved, in fact. But I'm really happy with how I've improved. Just going to put that out there. Blow my own trumpet, as it were. John Boy 52 behind us. We know he's a really fast driver. We've seen him in previous Euro 75 races. He's got a very fast car. Oh, look at Gr4 going past him in the rearview mirror. That's very impressive. He's in the front-wheel drive McGann, which would normally chew through its tyres, but of course we're on wet tyres here. There's no mandatory change. So those tyres should last him. John Boy, they seem to have a penalty, probably for a limits infraction. Hit that curve a little bit too hard there. Set Gr4 up, so I went immediately defensive. I think I've got plenty of pace in the wet compared to the front wheel drive McGann. The rain is the real equaliser, and this corner here is so very difficult. If you can get it right, you can really make up a lot of time on the guys in front of you. If you get it wrong, you are going to get munched because you've got no defence at that point. So Crazy Spaniel has dropped us now, over a second to him, but he goes out very, very wide. Of course, since I'm following him, I go out very, very wide also, which is just typical. Now, this part of the track seems to be the slippiest for some slippiest for some reason. A lot of curb there. That curb was very treacherous. Put the power down on the curb too hard, and that's it. You are out. You'll be in the gravel, making wet sandcastles. Gr4 there, a little bit twitchy up ahead. Looks like Gr4's going to have some space behind us. As we approach lap 3, Crazy Spaniel, they're going for Gr4. Gr4 getting a track limits there for something on the last corner, I assume, which is going to put us right in his slipstream. Hello, Gaz. How are you? If that corner pretty well, get a fantastic run on Gr4. Can't slingshot away past him the way I'd want to because he's just so good in that car. I was hoping to get up behind Crazy Spaniel at that point, but the trophy is scampering away right now, and we're driving in our mirrors. There's a lot going on in our mirrors right now. It's all purple and black. So we're going to be seeing a lot of Gorilla Gas during this video. Get used to it. It's one of those things. Up at the front, Lucky Bucky, Shifter and Daniel Legend really finding their feet in the rain. Really good drives from all of them. You can see on the mini-map just how far they've pulled away. Really impressive stuff. We've got no kind of undercut capability today. We've got to rely on the handling of the Megane, which really isn't much to rely on at all. At this point, Crazy Spaniel starting to lose a little bit of pace there. We're starting to reel him in slowly. And lap 3, there's a long way to go. We want to get this right. We don't want to be off, especially when all the cars are this close together. I'm going to scooch forward now to lap 4. You can see everything very much as it was, but Gorilla Gas much closer. Oh, behind us, Gr4 goes off by a country mile. I'm watching that, and while I'm watching that, Gorilla Gas just sneaks through. Hi, Gaz. Bye, Gaz. Gr4 luckily didn't lose too much time, but we're back down to 10th, back where we started. Drat. And we've lost touch with Crazy Spaniel. Look, whoa! We nearly get a face full of Gorilla Gas there as he goes sideways. Zafra up ahead also has a bit of an issue, so we're now chasing Zafra while trying to defend ourselves from Gaz, which is going to be quite a task. Ideally, I should have counted the number of times that Gorilla Gas and I overtook each other during this race, because it's going to be a lot. It's quite a battle. Up ahead, I was hoping that Crazy Spaniel was going to slow Zafra down, but Crazy Spaniel himself very quick at this point in the race. So Zafra able to use that chicane and power to get up ahead, get past Crazy Spaniel again. And it's lap 8 we've scooted forward to. As you can see, Zafra is just... he's gone. At this point, Crazy Spaniel gets on the power too soon coming out of that corner. Loses his forward momentum, puts us right on his rear bumper. Hi Spaniel, how you doing? So this is Megane Trophy versus Megane Trophy. Oh, but who's going to win? Who's going to be the bravest and brake late? Pretty much side by side we go in there, but Crazy Spaniel's back end bucks out. And I think that causes him to go a little deeper than I expected into that corner, but it's good enough. It puts me off my line. And Zafra's now 4 seconds ahead. We're going to really struggle to make any kind of impression on that sort of a time difference. Unless, of course, Zafra makes a horrible mistake, which he is not prone to doing, believe me. Crazy Spaniel comes and has a look at my inside. Not today, thank you very much, sir. I'm going to close the door on you by taking my normal racing line. Crazy Spaniel comes out, has a look, maybe going inside to the next corner, decides not to do it. Not surprised, as you can see from Gorilla Gas, they're going completely sideways. It's quite difficult to take that corner tight, because it is one of those corners you're accelerating through. You don't want to be unloading your tyres in the wet. Spaniel gets right up our inside. Fantastic move. We've got the inside for the next corner. Can't quite do anything about it. As we come to the last 2 corners of this lap, right behind him, and we've got Gorilla Gas just over half a second behind us. This is the battle right here. Oh, Spaniel goes out wide. That's gifted us 8th place back. Thank you very much. As we get back onto the main straight, approaching lap 9 of 26. Behind us, looks like Gaz there, scything his way through. Lap later, and that's it. Gaz is right up with us. Look at that power, that confidence. And look at that colour scheme. Really nice. Like it. But he's got us. I thought we were doing it. I thought we were making progress. Okay. Deep breaths. Reset. Try and stay in that slipstream. Right now, if you can look at the mini-map, you'll see it's just myself and Gorilla Gas together at this part of the track. And suddenly, Gaz just lags all over the place. And when he appears right in front of me, it put me off. I lifted off, lost my momentum. So it's one of those things, you know, it happens with online racing. You have to just try and gather yourself back up. But I did then lose my confidence a little bit. I wanted to make sure that Gaz wasn't about to lag into me. But it seems to be an isolated incident. So, you know, what can you do about it? You have to just carry on. You can't stay behind somebody for the entire race, can you? Unless, of course, you can't overtake them, in which case you have to. So the fuel's looking good. The tyres are looking excellent. So they're 10 laps old. And Gorilla Gaz is looking very, very menacing. Race Manual there still in 10th. Lap 15, we come in for our mandatory pit stop. Didn't really want to have to, but you know, there it is. I was slightly over, so we'd have some fresher rubber towards the end of the race. And Ant Smasher's McLaren is so fuel hungry that we've actually managed to catch up a little bit with him because we didn't need a lot of fuel. That McLaren we know can just buzz off in a straight line. It is so incredibly fast, especially compared to us. Our car is definitely a handling car, but in these conditions, can you get the power down and keep it down? Can you keep that back end where it should be? We're about to find out. I knew that I couldn't just overtake him anywhere because of his sheer pace, so we want to be hanging behind him, try and see where the McLaren's weak, if it's weak anywhere, and just hope for the best. There's no point us even thinking about going for the lead right now because, you know, we're over a minute down now. We're going down to this this downhill off camber wet corner, and look at the McLaren absolutely sideways. That keeps us right on his tail, and that could be an opportunity for us. If we can just stay with him, try and match his time as best we can, try and negate his speed advantage as much as we can, then I'm going to have a go there if I can. Of course, it's all about staying together. You can see that McLaren all over the place. You can only imagine how much throttle modulation Ant Smasher's having to do. Look at that, he's right across the sand there, leaving a tyre trail through it as he tries to keep that McLaren pointing in the right direction. Of course, I drove the McLaren in the Pro-Am series. I know just how twitchy they can be. Up ahead, JDP heads into the pits. Perhaps we can jump him, because we're still in 10th. We're still in the position we started. We want to be finishing higher than this. So it's the plan. Kevman also in the pits. We'll get them both. We'll find out when we get past the exit, because GT Sport can be a little bit odd when it comes to sorting the positions out of pitters. Oh, Ant Smasher again loses the back end. Oh, that McLaren absolutely everywhere. We're in 8th. We're up 2 positions from our starting position, so that's good. That's where we want to be. Now, I knew I couldn't overtake Ant Smasher here. The reason I suddenly jumped out of his slipstream there was because I felt that I was going to slide into the back of him under braking. I wanted to kind of jump out the slipstream to get some air braking. It was crazy, but it worked. So about half a second behind Ant Smasher at this point. I felt that if he went sideways again, I'd probably be too far back. But have a go anyway. He gets close as we can. He goes sideways. Oh, but I understeer. Almost understeer into the back of the McLaren. Ant Smasher lives to fight another day, and we are still behind him. But we are within spitting distance. I'd never spit on Ant Smasher's car. Obviously, too much respect for him. It's just an expression, as I'm sure you're aware. Come on, little McGann. You're the little McGann that can. Or potentially can. You know, we'll see how you do. Great shot, that. Ant Smasher finally managed to get the power down where he wanted to get the power down this time. Unlike last time's trip through the sand. This is lap 17. There's only 9 laps to go. We really want to be getting the hammer down if we want to be catching him. Oh, Ant Smasher goes off and I follow him. I'm so mesmerised on the back end of his car trying to work out what his rear wheels are doing. Somehow I end up with a penalty and Ant Smasher doesn't. I must have been slightly further over than him. And that's spoiled it. That is the slipstream gone. There's any hope of getting Ant Smasher on that awkward corner con. Looking forward to lap 22 now. Not much of the race left. The car's looking good. Unlike Ant Smasher's car, which is going sideways. Wow, what a stressful race he must have had. I'm glad I wasn't driving the McLaren in this. Look at that, we're making lots of ground, and then I've just broke a little bit too late, a little bit too eager, and we're off in the sand. So Ant Smasher's gone, but look now, we've fallen right into the clutches of Gr4. He's there in 9th. He'd like to be, you know, higher than 9th. Who wouldn't like to be higher than 9th? And he's right on us. He could have pushed us at that point. We do not want a bump draft, thank you very much, Gr4. It's a little bit wet for that. Just 1.5 tenths behind us. That's scary, scary. Luckily, that late pit stop has left us with some pretty good rubber underneath us. And we do need it in these conditions. Approaching the start of lap 23 now. And this is going to be where it's critical, because we have got to stay in front of Gr4 without blocking him too much. Without breaking in a way that makes him slide into us, and without crashing. So, you know, it's simple really. Drive fast and don't crash. Oh dear, we could be in trouble. I did get a great exit out of the first corner there, which did give us some breathing space. There up ahead you could just see Ant Smasher going out of the shot. He's gone now. Any hopes of 7th place is gone, unless there's some sort of accident up ahead. You see Data Michael in 6th, which means Zafra is... he's gone, he's cleared off into distance. So well done, Zafra, you're doing very, very well in the Cayman. Very impressive. Okay, keep looking behind us. Looking behind us too much, so we went wide. Thankfully, Gr4 went a little bit sideways. That saved us this lap. Will it be enough to save us, though? That's the question. It's all very tense. Do love seeing the lights reflecting on the rain in this game. It does look brilliant. Okay, we've got a little bit of a gap opening up. Nice to know we're faster than Gr4 at this phase. Are we faster than Ant Smasher, though? Is there still hope of making up one more place? Well, it's the final lap. Up ahead, Ant Smasher all kinds of sideways. Gr4 dropped to almost 3 seconds behind us. Feeling good. Feeling good. Can we capitalise on Ant Smasher's sideways antics on this final lap? What a great final lap that would be. Come on, Megan. Come on. Oh, look how close we are. It's tantalising. It's teasing almost. Maybe if we had 2 or 3 more laps, it would be a very simple task. But no. Well, the tyres look great. But I clearly put too much effort on fuel saving in this race. I do think you save a lot of fuel in the race normally when it's raining anyway, because you're not throttling as hard. Ant Smasher manages to get that corner just right. Which really, really hurts our chances of catching him. Never mind. Is he going to make a mistake through his last sector? Are we going to put pressure on him? Now, I spoke to him after the race, and he said that he was driving in his mirrors when he saw me coming, which is always nice to know that people are fearing the little yellow McGann. Here we go. Not many corners left now. In fact, there are 2 corners left now. Anything could happen, and believe me, something is still going to happen. Here we go, penultimate corner. Try and get the power down, but I get the power down on the curb. End up on the wet paint, which is very, very hard to grip on. We're all over the place. Well, gone off both sides. Any minute now, I can see Gr4. There he is. He's coming for us. Bearing down on us on the start-finish straight. We just make it across the line in 8th place. There it is, going up 2 places. It was a very, very difficult race. Zafra finished 5th. That could be big for the championship. We'll have the points for the championship after the next race, so you know exactly how we're doing. Thanks for joining me for this race. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're tuning in for the next one. Like, subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.